There's going to be an early segment today of the Quran. I'm reading it early because I'm going to go to the gym, but I want to read the Quran to help me not be tempted by that cherry pie sitting over there on the table. So, we're going to read the Quran, distract the mind, and then it'll be time to go to the gym. So, wish me luck. Give me strength, family, because I can still smell the cherry pie. We're starting in Hud on sign verse 38. Forthwith he starts constructing the ark. Every time that the chiefs of his people passed by him, they threw ridicule on him. He said, "If ye ridicule us now, we in our turn can look down on you with ridicule likewise. But soon will ye know who it is on whom will descend a penalty that will cover them with shame, on whom will be unloosed a penalty lasting. At length, behold, there came our command, and the fountains of the earth gushed forth. We said, Embark therein of each kind 2 male and female, and your family, except those against whom the word has already won forth. And the believers, but only a few believe with him. So he said, Embark ye on the ark, and in the name of Allah, whether it move or be at rest. For my Lord is, be sure, oft forgiving, most merciful." Okay, so we are getting on the ark. Oh, that's cool. So the ark floated with them on the waves, towering like mountains, and Noah called out to his son, who had separated himself from the rest, "O my son, embark with us, and be not with the unbelievers." The son replied, "I will betake myself to some mountain. It will save me from the water." Holy moly! There's a dialogue with the son. He don't want to go. Save me from the water. Noah said, "This day nothing can save from the command of Allah, any but those on whom he hath mercy." And the waves came between them, and the son was among those overwhelmed in the flood. Whoa, that's a huge difference. In the Bible, all Noah's family gets saved because they all go on, and in the Quran, the son, he don't listen, and he gets killed in the flood. That really changes the dynamic of Noah, right? In one part, Noah has his sons are there, right? In another part, in this part, think about how Noah must have felt. Oh, I don't know how I'd feel if I had a son, and then he don't want to get in the dang ark. I'd be like, "Get inside, we're gonna die. Get inside." And he's like, "No, I'm just gonna chill out here, and I'm just gonna, bye." Like, get inside. I take off my belt. Get inside. Oh my gosh. I don't know how Noah was too patient, man. I would have took my belt off. Or my Mexican friends would have said, "Your chancla, your sandal, get in the..." Oh my gosh. That's so sad. Poor Noah, man. He lost his son. Then the word went forth, "O earth, swallow up thy water, and, O sky, withhold thy rain." And the water abated, and the matter was ended. The ark rested on Mount Judi. And the word went forth, "Away with those who do wrong." And Noah called upon his Lord again and said, "O my Lord, surely my son is of my family, and thy promise is true, and thou art the justest of judges." Oh, it doesn't have there's a difference I noticed, is the birds, the crow and the dove, going out to look. So here I don't see that. He said, "O Noah, he is not of thy family, for his conduct is unrighteous." Oh, and there's a dialogue. God is talking to Noah and saying "No, he's not your son, he's not your family, his conduct isn't good." Oh, that's one of the benefits if you read both, because you're like, this is so amazing. You can see the differences, but also the uniqueness. He is not of thy family, for his conduct is unrighteous. So ask not of me that of which thou hast no knowledge. I give thee counsel, lest thou act like the ignorant. Noah said, "O my Lord, I do seek refuge with thee, lest I ask thee for that of which I have no knowledge. And unless thou forgive me and have mercy on me, I should indeed be lost." The word came, "O Noah, come down from the ark with peace from us, and blessing on thee and on some of the peoples who will spring from those with thee. But there will be other peoples to whom we shall grant their pleasures, but in the end will a grievous penalty reach them from us." Such are some of the stories of the unseen. Such are the stories of the unseen. Such are the stories of the unseen. That's such a cool way to say it. Which we have revealed unto thee. Before this, neither thou nor thy people knew them. So persevere patiently, for the end is for those who are the righteous. To the Ad people we sent Hud, one of their own brethren. Ad people Hud, one of their own brethren. He said, O my people, worship Allah. Ye have no other God but Him. Ye do nothing but invent. O my people, I ask of you no reward for this. My reward is from none but Him who created me. Will ye not then understand? O my people, ask forgiveness of your Lord, and turn to Him in repentance. He will send you the skies pouring abundant rain, and add strength to your strength. So turn ye not back in sin. They said, O Hud, no clear sign hast thou brought us, and we are not the ones to desert our gods on thy word, nor shall we believe in thee. I noticed something. There's a lot of arguing, like, where people are trying to, like, so Hud is, like, one of them, right? But previously, it's like there's this dialogue where, like, hey, you gonna do this, and the people are very, like, I'm not saying intelligent as in they're right, but they're giving these, like, well, what about this? Well, if you didn't send this, show us this. So they're very, like, combative. Like, think right here, it's like, oh, we're not the one to desert our guards just because you said so. It's like, imagine, like, if you're trying to help somebody, and then you're like, okay, I need you to do this, and they're just like, patience. See, that's what I gave out the patience part, because right here I would have been just like, that's probably why I'm not a prophet, but I'd be like, you better change now, or I'm just going to behead you. Just kidding. Just kidding. But I could see the kindness and the patience and the, giving, like, calm warnings of, but dang, the patience is so apparent. I can see, like, my own anger coming to, like, my lack of patience at times, my own impulsive anger coming up, just being like, come on, man. Oh, it's great. 54. We say nothing but that perhaps some of our gods may have seized thee with imbecility. That's a cool insult. The gods may have seized thee with imbecility, good man. I'm going to say that. He said, I call Allah to witness, and do ye bear witness, that I am free from the sin of ascribing to Him other gods as partners. So scheme your worst against me, all of you, and give me no respite. I put my trust in Allah, my Lord and your Lord. There is not a moving creature, but He hath grasp of it forelock. Verily it is my Lord that is on a straight path. If ye turn away, I at least have conveyed the message with which I was sent to you. My Lord will make another people to succeed you, and you will not harm him in the least, for my Lord hath care and watch over all things. So when our decree issued, we saved Hud and those who believed with him by special grace from ourselves. We saved them from a severe penalty. Such were the Ad people. They rejected the signs of their Lord and Cherisher, disobeyed his apostles, and followed the command of every powerful, obstinate transgressor. And they were pursued by a curse in this life, and on the day of judgment, behold, for the Ad rejected their Lord and Cherisher. Behold, removed from sight were Ad, the people of Hud. Ad, the people of Hud. To the Thamud people, we sent Salih, one of their own brethren. He said, okay, so we got Hud and we got Salih. I should remember that. One of their own brethren. He said, O my people, worship Allah. Ye have no other God but Him. It is He who hath produced you from the earth and settled you therein. Then ask forgiveness of Him and turn to Him in repentance. For my Lord is always near, ready to answer. They said, O Salih, thou hast been of us, a center of our hopes hitherto. Dost thou now forbid us the worship of what our forefathers worshipped? But we are really in suspicious, disquieting doubt as to that which thou invitest us. That was a very Shakespearean line. Very Shakespearean. So we have, so Saleh, he's gonna have to argue with them too, and now they're mad that, you know, they have to give up their old gods. He said, O my people, do ye see? If I have a clear sign from my Lord, he hath sent mercy unto me from myself. Who then can help me against Allah if I were to disobey him? What then would ye add to my portion but perdition? And, O my people, this she-camel of Allah is a symbol to you. Leave her to feed on Allah's free earth, and inflict no harm on her, or a swift penalty will seize you. But they did hamstring her. So he said, Enjoy yourselves in your homes for 3 days. Then you will be ruined. Behold, there is a promise not to be bellied. When our decree issued, we saved Salih and those who believed with him by special grace from ourselves, and from the ignominy of that day. For thy Lord, he is the strong one, and able to enforce his will. The mighty blast overtook the wrongdoers, and they lay prostrate in their homes before the morning, as if they had never dwelt and flourished there. Ah, behold, for the Thamud rejected their Lord and cherisher. Ah, behold, removed from sight were the Thamud. There came our messenger to Abraham with glad tidings. They said, Peace. He answered, Peace, and hastened to entertain them with a roasted calf. That's so, not to go off on a weird tangent, but that's like veal, right? Roasted calf. It's very tender. But when he saw their hands went not towards the meal, he felt some mistrust of them. Like they didn't want to eat some of the food, so it's like, why aren't you eating? You know, that's kind of true in a way, because sometimes I bring donuts to work, and I always look at the people as like, why aren't you eating any of those donuts? I mean, it's not something compared to this, but there is something weird that you feel when you offer food to somebody and they don't eat it. It's like their brain is distracted. What are they thinking about that's preventing them from enjoying some delicious food? What do you think? He felt some mistrust of them and conceived a fear of them. They said, Fear not, we have been sent against the people of Lut. And his wife was standing there, and she laughed, but we gave her glad tidings of Isaac, and after him of Jacob. Okay, we'll cut it off at the 13-minute point. That way the computer don't freeze, because I never know when it freezes. Okay, family.